Hi, I'm Tom Zelenka. Now, I'm just a beginner in the kitchen. In every episode of Carolina Cooking, I meet a different chef from a famous restaurant in the Carolinas who'll teach me to cook their secret recipes in just 30 minutes or less. Really good.
Welcome to Carolina Cooking, shot on location at the Mansion on Forsyth Park and the 700 Kitchen Cooking School. Now, here's your host, Tom Zelenka.
Hi. Welcome to Carolina Cooking. I'm your host, Tom Zelenka. This is the show where we find great chefs from great restaurants all around North and South Carolina, and we bring them here to teach us how to make incredible recipes. And so we get to learn together, because I am no chef today. We're going to be making roasted halibut with radicchio and creamed corn, a southern delicacy. And to help us make it from scratch, because when I make it, I just open the can. So to make it from scratch is Chef Shane Ingram of Foursquare Restaurant in Durham, North Carolina. Shane, thank you very much for coming out. And
of course.
I'm going to try not to be trouble for you. So
Okay.
what makes this a southern delicacy? Is it the creamed corn or the halibut?
Oh, it's absolutely the creamed corn.
Okay.
The first dish I had when I came down to the South was this creamed corn, and the corn is famous down here.
Okay, are we starting on the halibut or the creamed corn?
We're going to start on the creamed corn.
Fantastic. Well, let's get started.
Okay. First thing we're going to do is cut the corn off the cob.
Cut it off the cob.
Yes.
Okay.
So I lay it
Can
down.
I just like eat it off and then?
Your guest might not like that so much.
Good
So we'll
point,
cut it
good
off
point.
the cob at
Important
this point.
safety tip.
Safety tip. Usually I lay it down flat like this.
Okay.
So it's much more stable when we
Okay.
cut it off. And I take the first row off and then lay it down flat so it becomes even more stable. The one thing that you are going to want to be careful of is not to catch the cob, because if you get that on the kernels of corn, it becomes chewy and not so nice. So go ahead and spin it around and cut all the kernels off the cob, and then I'll show you what to do with that.
All right. You're going, ooh, I think I got a little kernel, I got a little cob there.
A little bit's going to be okay.
You're going a little faster than me here.
Oh, sorry, Tom.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay. I'm sorry that I'm slowing you down.
Okay.
All right.
The next part is, within this cob, there's a whole bunch of cornstarch and corn milk, as we say in the restaurant, and we want to scrape that off. So
Okay.
take the sharp edge of your knife and just scrape down, and you'll see in just a second that great cornstarch or corn milk that's going to thicken up our heavy cream when we make it.
So technically we're milking this.
Actually, we are. You're right.
Okay.
All right. Now I have this cob, and I'm going to use it to infuse the flavor of my heavy cream.
Okay, and what are we doing this?
This we're going to put into the bowl.
Oh, sure. All right. I can put into a bowl. I'll try to get as much of it as I can in the bowl. A lot of it likes to go on the ground.
Yeah, do what you can, Tom.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying. Okay. All right.
Good.
So we have that in a bowl, and this goes where?
Well, we're going to cut it up first, because if we cut
Okay.
it smaller, we're going to be able to get more flavor out of it.
Oh, okay.
So you need to be careful. Here's how we're going to do it.
Okay.
Tip of the knife on the board, hand on top of the knife. Get the fingers way out of the way.
Okay.
And then just push down using this part of the knife right here, the cutting edge.
Mm-hmm. Are mine small enough? Like you do
Perfect.
butter pats, right?
That's right.
Oh, okay.
That's exactly right.
I got you. So like cut it to about the size of a teaspoon of butter.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay, and then I have heavy cream right here. Goes into the pot, and I'm going to turn that on, and I want it to simmer.
The cream to simmer.
Yes.
Okay. Alrighty. And do we have to stir it while it's going to keep it from burning, or what do we have to
No, if
do?
we turn it down low enough,
It'll
it's
just
not going to burn.
do its own thing?
Okay, Tom, now you're going to put the the cobs into the pot
Okay.
with the heavy cream.
This part too?
Yes, please.
Okay. You
Just
say
going to
so.
simmer that slowly.
Okay.
And then all the flavor out of the cobs is going to
Okay.
infuse that heavy cream.
All right, and so we
Make it
got the
taste good.
cream in there already. We got the cobs in there, and that just simmers, and then what next?
Well, I'd like to make the salad. It's a radicchio salad.
Okay.
And Tom, you're going to pick up that head of radicchio.
Radicchio.
That's right.
Radicchio. I call it just the, when I go to the store, I'm like, could you pick up the red cabbage? That's what I call it, because it looks a little
Red
bit like
cabbage
cabbage
is a little
to
bit
me.
different.
Well, the small, then I say the small red cabbage.
Right, right. Okay, with your knife, cut that in half.
In half. Which way?
Yeah, just the way you have it.
Okay.
Perfect.
Woo,
We'll take the
I
other
did
half
something
and
perfect.
set it aside for right now.
Okay.
And then you're going to cut that into a quarter, cutting it lengthwise, just the same way.
Okay.
And then the cut that we're going to use is called a chiffonade. So you cut the core out just like that. And again, keep your fingers out of the way, Tom.
This side is the core?
If you set it down,
Yeah. This, the end right here.
you'll
with
see the core right there,
okay.
yeah.
All right. So we want to cut that out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, a chiffonade is just a very fine julienne.
Okay.
So,
like a very fine linen.
that's right,
Yeah.
like a fine linen of Radicchio.
Son of. I get it. Beetle joke.
Keep your fingers again out of the way and just let your knuckles be the guide and
My
gently
knuckles be the guide. Try not to
slice
lose
down
the
on
thumb.
the lettuce.
In with the Radicchio. Trying to keep my knuckles from going in to the mixture.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Now the lettuce goes into a bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to do the same thing with parsley.
Okay.
So that's it.
Just about this much or how much?
That's perfect.
Okay.
And
so we take the parsley here. Go
Yeah.
ahead and wipe for us so we don't get more in there. There
Okay.
we go. Perfect right there. So parsley, and then how do we make fine
All right.
strips of parsley?
well, I'll show you the first couple ones
Okay.
right here. Just try to hold a bunch of it together and very gently go down it. You're going to try not to bruise it, so we have nice sharp knives, and that'll go through it nicely. And
Okay.
and again, we're just going to make
Easy,
a
guys.
fine julienne, or what we call a chiffonade.
Easy. They have very fragile egos. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes,
Okay.
it does not like
I
to be
didn't know that
punished.
about parsley. Parsley has
Oh,
very
very much
fragile
so.
egos. And that goes in there?
Yes, please.
Okay.
And now we're going to season that with a little balsamic vinegar and extra virgin olive oil, which we have right here.
Right
And
here?
I like to eye that up, Tom. I like to just go ahead and
Okay.
put
Tell me
some in.
when to stop.
Okay. That looks good.
Okay. And tell me when
Usually
to
it's
stop.
about 2 parts oil to 1 part vinegar.
Okay.
So you get good.
Okay.
And season with a salt and pepper now.
Salt. I got salt.
Do you like to get your hands dirty?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Want some pepper?
Yeah.
Okay, absolutely.
And now the lemon.
Ooh, the lemon.
Okay. Well, wait a minute. We got to cut that in half
Oh.
now. Go ahead and cut it in half. And what you're going to do is take the lemon and squeeze it through your fingers so that your fingers catch the seeds, so you don't put any in your salad.
Okay.
Boy, that's good.
All right.
that's
And when
good.
we come back to Carolina cooking, we are going to finish up our cream corn and we're going to learn about the fish. Carolina cooking continues. So I'm getting them. I'm trying to get them.
Did you get them?
Well, actually, I think they stayed in.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
You can find the secret recipes of the best chefs in the Carolinas, all in one book, the Carolina Cooking Cookbook. Find the Carolina Cooking Cookbook in Amazon.com and our website, carolinacooking.tv.
Welcome back. I'm here with Chef Shane Ingram of Foursquare Restaurant in Durham, North Carolina, and we are cooking some cream corn right now. We got to get it all finished up, though. I got to get some vegetables into it, some color.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
And I have some vegetables right
Okay.
here that I wanted
All
to
right.
get started with.
Sure.
This is a jalapeno.
Yep.
You got to be careful when you use these jalapenos because the oils and the seeds are very hot, and you don't want to touch your face or any part of it after
your
you cut
eye.
them, or your eye,
'Cause
anything like that.
you'd spend a lot
you're
of
gonna
time-
shed some tears.
Yes, I
Okay.
know.
So the way I'd like to do it is just cut around the seeds. You can see the seeds right there, and you're just going to cut around those,
Okay.
and then we're going to cut them into small pieces.
How much do you need?
That
The whole
slice
thing?
and this slice right here are going to be good enough.
So then that leaves the seeds inside. You don't have to pick them out with your fingers
That's
and
right.
then touch your eye like that, but don't do it.
That's right.
Yep.
There's still a few left in there, so just take the tip of your knife or your fingers, and that's it. And now
what about this thing right here? Is that still fine?
that is still fine. If you like your food spicy, which I do, you want to leave that in there. The heat is actually in the seeds and in the white part, the pit.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Okay. So now.
Julienne again, or are we doing some
Well,
more?
this is the cut is actually called a brunoise or a small dice. So
these French names. Renoir.
yes,
Okay.
yeah, that would be the julienne part, and then you cut across it to make the brunoise.
Ah, all right. Brunoise, B.
BRU.
Okay.
Okay, and I have another vegetable that I want you to cut.
All
This
right.
is the shallot.
I'm going to let you go ahead and do that, or you know what? We might
Okay.
just cheat. We might just throw it in.
Okay.
We might just, we have some right here.
Okay.
We might just throw that in for
Okay.
us. Because,
Well-
I'm not so good on the shallots. It's going to take so much time. Folks are going to
Good, we'll get started. This is butter.
Okay,
And I'm putting
I
it
know
into
butter.
my warm pan, and now you're going to go ahead and saute those vegetables.
Okay, do you want yours in here too?
Yes, please.
All right, fantastic.
And
Okay.
I also have the shallots and some garlic to add to the
garlic?
pan as well.
That would be garlic right there.
John, do you have any corn?
Always. You always like when shallots and garlic start cooking in butter. There's no better smell in the entire world.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
I have some corn that
Corn?
we cut off the cob earlier with all that good corn milk, and I'd
Okay.
like to put that in there as well.
Sure, corn in the
Very nice.
corn milk in there.
Yep. Okay.
And
Now we'll cook these vegetables out
Okay.
a little bit.
All right.
Let the flavors come out.
Okay.
And then I have some white wine to add to.
when
the
that,
mix.
right now,
Let's
just
give
wait.
that a minute.
Okay.
Actually, we can season this a little bit with a little bit of salt.
Salt pinch
Uh-huh.
or 2 pinches.
How about 2
Okay.
pinches?
All right, 2 pinches.
And
Think of
a
that.
couple turns of pepper.
Okay. And
It's
ready
looking-
for some fish, right?
Yes.
Okay. This would be the fish.
This is
And we're going to
perfect
cook the
halibut.
whole thing here?
Right. Well, no, we're not going to cook the whole thing, but I am going to show you how to take the skin off the fish.
Okay. Make some room.
Okay. Well, the first thing I like to do is make a cut towards the end on the tail.
Okay.
And bring it down right to the skin of the fish.
Okay.
And then if you can do that, then you can easily guide the edge of the knife, keeping the knife edge pointed down towards the cutting board, and gently remove the fillet from the skin.
Oh, okay.
So you're going to want to turn that around.
You know what?
You want to use that one?
I'm going to use this one.
Okay, we'll
I don't
do
think
that.
I'm ready for that step.
We'll do that,
I mean, you
on
would
the
just
next
take it off
episode.
there, but yeah, I don't think I'm ready for that step.
Okay.
That's a little advanced for me.
A couple of portions,
Okay.
and the fish is ready to go. What I like to do now is put it on a towel
Okay.
so that we can dry it off. It'll help us to get a nice even crust when we
All
cook
right.
it.
And do we need to be heating that pan up, get it nice and hot before we're ready to
Yes.
throw it in there?
And my
put it
pan
on
should be
top.
hot.
Okay.
And some oil goes into the pan, and you're going to know when that oil is ready because you're going to see little wisps of smoke coming up off of it.
Okay.
And we're almost there. But if we can go back to the corn for 1 second. Red pepper,
Red pepper. Okay.
and I have the white wine, which
White
I'd like
wine?
to add to that now.
Sure.
We're going to make a reduction of the white wine.
Okay.
The more we reduce that down, the more the acidity will build up.
Okay.
So while that's reducing,
Ready to
you
throw
can
the fish
see,
in, or do we
yep,
need any
I think
salt on this? Or
oh yeah, let's go ahead
Yeah.
and season
a little
the fish
salt? Okay.
on both sides if you would.
Okay. They stuck to the paper here. All right. There we go. 1. And here we go. 2.
Perfect.
And
Can you see the smoke coming up off the pan? So you
Yeah.
know it's really hot
Yeah, I
right
know
now.
it's hot. All right,
So you're
so-
going to be very careful when you lay that in there and don't splash.
woo, sizzle.
Perfect.
There we go. Well, while this cooks, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to be putting the fish in the oven to roast when Carolina Cooking continues. And so, how long do we have to?
This
I mean,
is
does it
going
go
to-
quickly, or?
It does go quickly. This is going to sear for about a minute or 2 on each side,
Okay.
and then it'll be ready for the oven.
Okay.
You can find the secret recipes of the best chefs in the Carolinas, all in one book, the Carolina Cooking Cookbook. Find the Carolina Cooking Cookbook in Amazon.com and our website, carolinacooking.tv.
Welcome back to Carolina Cooking. We have fried our fish, seared our fish.
Seared the fish, yeah.
Okay. Why would you do that? Why?
We sear it to form a crust to lock in the juices of the fish.
Okay, and then we stick it in the oven.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
ready to go.
All right. Well, put it in the oven. There we go. Up. Watch out behind
Okay.
you. A little hot. Okay. And about how long does it go in the oven for?
About 3 minutes.
Okay. And then now we're ready for the creamed corn to finish that up, right?
Okay. Now if you'll, whoops, if
Sorry.
you'll hold this,
Okay.
and I'll put this in here.
All righty.
And this is the cream that we put the
been-
cobs in.
Yep. Absolutely.
I'll pour that in there.
Yep. Right like that. And we still have the
Uh-huh.
cobs. We caught the cobs.
Yeah, and then gently
Okay.
push it down with your ladle.
Okay.
And
Try to get
Next,
all the last of the juice out of there.
John, I have some thyme
Uh-huh.
that would go great in this, so
Okay.
go ahead and give that a sprinkle.
Some thyme. Absolutely. Okay.
And our cream corn will be ready in
All
just
right.
about a minute.
Well, fantastic. Well, I'm going to leave you with the honors of continuing to stir it, and I need to
Okay.
speak with Eris, our wine expert, and find out which wine would go perfectly with halibut.
Good.
Eris, good to see you again. Hi there, I'm here with Eris Ragazeas, our wine expert and the wine cellar at the mansion on Forsyth Park. And Eris, I'm finishing up my cream corn now, and we're getting ready to finish up the halibut too. So what wine have you paired for us with halibut?
That looks like a pretty creamy, rich dish.
Yeah.
So the wine I picked is a King Estate Pinot Gris.
Okay.
King Estate is one of the top wineries in Oregon, which is one of America's newer wine growing regions.
Yeah, I don't think of Oregon. When I think of wine country, I don't necessarily think of Oregon.
No, but it started really seriously in the early 1970s, but quickly gained a reputation for high quality. Their signature red grape is Pinot Noir, the red grape of Burgundy, and their signature white grape is turned out to be Pinot Gris.
I have a weird question. I mean,
Go
maybe
ahead.
it's a little basic question, but so white wines are made from white grapes, red wines are made from red grapes?
Basically, yes, but not necessarily so.
Really?
The juice of all grapes is clear, so you can make a white wine out of red grapes.
Okay.
That's how they make white Zinfandel. Zinfandel usually makes a red wine, and that's how they make champagne, which is usually made from about 2/3 red grapes.
Really?
So if you pull the juice off of the skins, but before you ferment, you'll make a white wine.
Okay, and so Pinot Gris, is that anything like Pinot Grigio?
Basically, it is. It's the same grape.
Okay.
Pinot Gris is actually the proper name. The Italians called it Pinot Grigio. The homeland of the grape actually is Alsace. And there's 3 different styles of Pinot Gris. This one, ooh, fragrant, fruity.
Really hits the nose, yeah, absolutely. I can tell that.
Rich but not overbearing on the palate. Crisp and solid but not astringent or tart.
Yeah.
It's a very friendly food wine. In Alsace, they make a very powerful version of it.
Okay.
And in Italy, the Pinot Grigios are much lighter. And I'm not sure if the Pinot Grigio would have had the muscle to stand up to this.
Okay, so where's Oregon's falling on the spectrum of things?
Right smack dab in the middle between those 2 ends.
Okay.
And so the wines are a little more food friendly. Sometimes the Pinot Gris from Alsace can be their most richest and full-bodied wines, and maybe even a little bit too much for this.
Okay.
And as I said, this is kind of their signature grape now. Nobody in the country does it quite as good as Oregon for this particular grape variety.
Really, because it's, what, the climate?
The climate, the soil, everything just comes together.
Okay.
And the signature grape, like I said, is Pinot Noir, and Pinot Gris is actually a genetic descendant of Pinot Noir. Oh. The skins are a little pinkish, and it's kind of like a genetic change, and this happens a lot. People don't realize it, but these grapes, a lot of them are related.
So this is going to work out perfectly for the halibut here, and it's also going to help complement the creaminess in our corn, and the creaminess in our creamed corn, and also some of the spices we have in there, because we have quite a few spices.
This is a very friendly, a food wine.
Okay.
It's not going to overwhelm, and it's not going to be overwhelmed. It's got just enough fruit flavors and just enough complexity to handle the dish.
Okay. Well, I've got to actually get my halibut out of the oven, so we'll come back with more Carolina cooking.
You can find the secret recipes of the best chefs in the Carolinas, all in one book, the Carolina Cooking Cookbook. Find the Carolina Cooking Cookbook in Amazon.com and our website, carolinacooking.tv.
Welcome back to Carolina Cooking. Our fish is done in the oven, and then we have to finish up the cream corn a little bit. So let's go ahead and get it out of the oven. That smells good. That smells really good. All right.
Looking perfect.
Fantastic there. And then what's left with the cream corn?
Well,
anything, or are we ready to put it on the plate?
I think it's ready to go on the plate,
All right,
actually.
fantastic.
Okay, so here's your pan, and I'll leave that towel on there for you.
Alrighty.
And take your ladle and tilt it back towards yourself so that you can get every morsel out of there.
I gotcha. I'm going to push them down to the front here to make sure everybody gets in.
Okay.
Okay. And then get a nice good scoop. Alrighty. Couple of scoops.
Go ahead and cover the bottom of the plate. And then you'll be ready for your salad.
Oh, okay. The Radicchio.
Yes.
All right. Do I have about enough on there?
That looks good.
Okay, perfect. Put that back over there. Here, we'll just do it like that. There we go. Okay. And now a little salad here.
Yeah.
Radicchio.
Radicchio with the
Okay.
parsley.
Can't wait to eat that right
Yeah.
there. Just a pinch on top. Ooh, that is pretty. That is
Yeah.
very pretty.
It's a nice color.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'll help you with the fish.
Fillet of fish goes on top there.
Okay. Now I have a garnish to put on it as well. The
Okay.
thinly sliced green onions.
Makes it look pretty. Makes it look like yours over there.
Yes.
Right there. Here, stand up. Oh, no, get off, guys. Yep. There we go. Good enough, right?
Tom, that looks perfect.
Okay. And squeeze a little lemon onto it?
Sure.
Okay. To finish it off there. Alrighty. And we have a King Estate Pinot Gris that Era suggested to us, and I'm going to let you go ahead and get a taste of it here. I believe it's really going to complement the fish. It's very light. So, let you have that glass right there.
Thank you very much.
We'll give that a taste. I'm also, excuse me, sorry. Get so ambitious to pick up the glass of wine. We'll
Okay.
also give our fish a taste here and see if it came out well.
Good.
Oh, stay back, boys. Just tearing it all up.
Boy, that's nice.
Oh, very good. I love the cream corn.
Yeah.
Oh, it does actually complement the fish very well. Well, to learn more about the wine, the roasted halibut with radicchio and creamed corn, or Shane Ingram here, or the Foursquare Restaurant in Durham, North Carolina, visit www.carolinacooking.tv. I'm Tom Zelenka, and that's Carolina Cooking.
Go to carolinacooking.tv for the recipes featured on this show. Plus, on carolinacooking.tv, you'll find more information on the wines, chefs, and foods of Carolina Cooking. That's carolinacooking.tv.
Carolina Cooking is filmed on location in 700 Kitchen Cooking School at the Mansion on Forsyth Park Hotel in Savannah, Georgia. For details on their hands-on cooking classes, call 888-711-5114 to book a class.